This is a very exciting moment. I have 2 words to say. Mike DeStefano. Advice all day. They're like, you know, you get out there and you picture the entire audience in your underwear, but since my mom's sitting in the front row, I'm not going there at all. Anybody take a cab up here today?
Yes.
Yes. Did yours smell?
Yes.
I rode in a cab today that smelled defied medical documentation. This cab had a wooden statue of Jesus Christ on its dashboard. I swear to God, it was standing like this. Don't worry, the city's got a plan for everything. It's now going to be a requirement in New York that cab drivers both speak English and carry maps. I say fuck the maps. How about a goddamn badge? And if they're going to teach them English, that's fine. I mean, I should teach them English because I'll tell you, the first phrase I teach them is, excuse me, fellow supermarket person, in what aisle might I find the Lysol? But, speaking of smelly places, anybody from Staten Island here tonight? For all those who don't know anything about Staten Island, it's this humongous garbage dump that connects Brooklyn and New Jersey. See, but no. You can't look at that negatively, though, because I myself live in Staten Island, and that's because I myself am an optimist. You ask me, and I will emphatically tell you that my condoms are half full, not half empty. Penis, if you haven't figured that out. My wife is crying back there somewhere. But, just to give you a sense of just how bad that Staten Island smells, you know that little wooden statue I was just talking about? It uses both hands in Staten Island. But you gotta look at it from an optimistic. I mean, I like Staten Island because I can fart anywhere on the island and I got something to blame. I walk out of the mall, oh, it's the dumb. The problem with that is, it's like anything else, us guys, we don't know when to stop using up a good thing. So I'm like, fart the other day in Florida, and I like tried to convince my wife that it was the dump, it's in the suitcase. But one of the things I have noticed about Staten Island, just New York in general, is that people can't fucking drive in this city. And there's nothing you really can do about it. I mean, it's to the point now where I hate driving in the city. My horn's broken and my middle finger won't go up anymore because it's sore. And you try giving a guy one of these. All right, you cut me off. What the hell are you going to do with that? But you ever see these stickers on the back of trucks? They say, how's my driving? 1-800-fuck you. They should have that sticker on the back of every single car in New York. You should have the ability to call people at home and just tell them what's on your mind. It'd be like, bring, bring. Hello, Jimmy. Mikey D, how are you? I was driving behind you today in a BQE, and I was wondering, do you have any fucking idea how to shut your goddamn blinker off? I mean, the only thing better than that would be if you could, like, zoom right into a car phone or something. It'd be like, bring. Hello, Gladys? Yeah, hi, it's Mikey D. I'm driving right behind you, and I was wondering, how fucking tall are you? I haven't seen a goddamn hair or hand in 5 minutes. That wasn't very nice. Speaking of bad drivers, my father is going to be 80 years old this year. Swear to God. Swear to God. He has discovered the secret of life. The more crabby a human being you are, the longer you will live. My father was born in 1916. He has lived through 2 world wars, the Depression, Vietnam, 2 heart attacks, prostrate, cancer, hemorrhoids, gonorrhea, he's had it all. There was no fucking killing this man. And he just doesn't get it. He calls me the other day, he's like, oh, I was walking across the street and, oh, my legs are tired and I was out of breath. What do you think's wrong with me? You're fucking old! What do you mean what's wrong with you? You know? The best part about my father being 80 is the fact that my mom's only 50. So to do a quick math, right there. So I said to my father one day, because if I understand it right, they met when he was like 45 and she was 15. And I said, Dad, what were you thinking? And he goes, well, to be honest with you, he goes, I'm attracted to older women. I go, what the fuck is that? She's 15. He goes, well, you've seen your mother. She's not that good looking. And, well, I multiplied it in dog years. I figured she was about 105. Like, I gotta go home with her. Just one more thing on the age, just to give you some perspective on what I'm talking about. I'm like, Dad, what were you thinking? My theory is he's just cheap. You know, when he was an adult, she was a child. When she was an adult, he was a senior citizen. The guy never paid 2 full fares for a movie in his entire life. But one last thing on the age, and then I'll move on. But I'm 30 years old. If I was my father, I'd be dating sperm right now. Talk about letting a really good one slip right through your fingers. My wife goes, do you have one of those little black books with your ex-girlfriends in it? I go, no, I got page 7 of the Victoria's Secrets magazine. But I watch a lot of TV, and let me tell you something. There could not be more fucking crap on TV than I've ever seen in my life. It's to the point now where I think I should have my own television show. The Mikey D Show, why not? I even wrote the theme song for it, so I hope you like it. And if you feel like clapping along, what the hell? Oh, let me tell you a story about a man named Mike. His parents are divorced and his sister is a dyke. He has trouble trying to find a date, which is why he stays home and he has to masturbate.
Jerking off, that is.
Well, he once met a girl who gave him a chance. She jumped out the window and he pulled down his pants. You see, he's Italian, it's just a matter of course. When it comes to genitalia, he's hungry like a horse.
Dick, dick, they say.
Well, his dick's so big, he straps it to his thigh. When he's lying on his back, it's about this high. He knew that accounting wouldn't take him far, which is why he packed it in and became a porno star.
Hollywood, here it comes.
Well, I guess by now you know it's all a lie. The truth of the matter is he's hung like a fly. When it comes to catching girls, the guy's just a clown. He couldn't get lucky with Divine Brown.
Hugh Grant did.
Alright, big finish now. As things would have it, he finally took the wife. He promised that he'd love her for the rest of his life. She's blind, deaf, and dumb. She looks like old Yeller. Her butt's so big, it's got a wine cellar. My wife hates that joke. Like if her butt was really that big, and I was going to use it for storage, I would put wine there. Come on. I married 7 months last week. I deserve more sympathy than that. It's to the point now where every single day I've been married, I get in trouble for something. But not nearly as much as I do when I go to the movies. Because there are men in these movies, these guys that do shit that we just can't do in our real life. And no matter what's going on, my wife is all over. Why don't you jump out of a plane and express your undying love for me? Why don't you take a bullet in the chest and then make love to me for 7 days? Give me a break. But the one movie that we do watch that at this point, she's not really exactly sure what the verdict is on it, and that's Indecent Proposal. And if you guys have seen this movie, it's basically about a millionaire who pays some guy $1 million to sleep with his wife. Some guy shows up on my doorstep with a check for $1 million. I strip my wife naked, put a bow around her naked ass, and hand her right over. So I'm telling you right now, I would do this guy in a coolie right now for $1 million. All right, I'd do it for less, but let's be honest with you.